Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna do gonna do a reaction, man. I was about to say classic rock reaction. I would say it's probably half classic rock reaction. Anyway, what I'm talking about, man. This is "Are You Gonna Go My Way?" It's a live performance. Lenny Kravitz. This is in '93. And his bassist is none other than the great John Paul Jones, John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin. So, you've got a classic rock artist who is rubbing shoulders with a contemporary rock artist. But the song "Are You Gonna Go My Way?" I know it well. That, to me, in my mind, has all of the trappings of a classic rock song. But, for a lot of those who might jump on it saying, it's out of those time parameters, that's why I said it's kind of like a half. So, in trying to figure out what platform to put this on, hey man, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to put it on both platforms. There you go. So, this is, now I believe they're performing this, sorry, I just got to go to my note here. Actually, let me just let the man tell you himself. I want to give a shout out first and thanks very much to Bayou Maccabi, or Bayou Maccabee. And Bayou, thank you very much for sending me this, man. He says to me, "Hey Wayne, here's a quick little video I know you'll like. Just for your own personal enjoyment. This is John Paul Jones playing with Lenny Kravitz on the MTV Video Music Awards back in '93. Enjoy." Okay, the MTV Video Music Awards. Hey man, that would be fantastic, and it's nice to see a collaboration between a classic rock artist and a contemporary artist. So let's check this out, man. Lenny Kravitz with John Paul Jones. "Are You Gonna Go My Way?" Let's get it.
The highlight for me is going to be that since we just lost our bass player and we're in the midst of finding one, John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin is going to be playing there.
He's nominated for 2 Video Music Awards and he's joined on stage by Led Zeppelin's John Paul Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny Kravitz.
There's the man. Oh yes, he's got a lady drummer. A fine as hell lady drummer. This is excellent, man.
I don't know why we always cry. This we must leave and get undone. We must engage and rearrange and turn this planet back to one. So tell me why we got to die and get each other one by one. We got to hug and love and love. We got to dance and be in love.
Notice Jones is on the opposite side. He's always in that same part of the stage.
And I got to know.
Listen. Great performance. Oh my goodness. Hey man. That was really cool. That was really cool, man. A great classic rock artist. Collaborating and performing with a great contemporary rock artist. Hey man, fantastic. So many thoughts bursting through my damn head, but I gotta get them off the top before I forget. One, did you guys know that Lenny Kravitz, his mom, is Roxy Roker? Roxy Roker played Helen on The Jeffersons. That's Louise's best friend. She was the neighbor upstairs, and she was married to Tom. And I believe on TV, they were one of the very first interracial couples, so it was quite a big deal. Tom was white, Helen was black, of course, and that's Lenny Kravitz's mom. And I remember he was saying something in an interview that his mom was giving him a piece of advice, and she was saying, hey, listen, son, yes, I know that you are multiracial and that you've got all of this fantastic pedigree, but remember, the world is going to see you as black, right? So keep that in your mind when you apply yourself and for your public image and all of these things. So good bits of advice there, mom wisdom. So Roxy Roker is Lenny's mom, and Lenny was also married to Lisa Bonet, you know, the Cosby kid, the older sister Denise. Lisa Bonet, they have a child, Zoe. Zoe is going to be Catwoman in the upcoming Batman movie, if it ever gets released. Sadly, I heard that their lead actor, Robert Pattinson, just came down with the coronavirus, so that production might be in trouble. What else was I going to say about Lenny Kravitz? Yeah, man, he's really done well for himself. Looks fantastic. 56 years old. He just recently, I think he was on the cover of People magazine, and he's been, isolating himself, but he's been working out, man. He's got some crazy ass abs, got a serious 8-pack of abs. So yeah, he's doing really, really well right now. I don't know what he's up to musically. Last time I saw Lenny, believe it or not, he was performing American Woman as a guest of Prince in 2006. Yeah, man. So it's been a while since I've seen him and since I've heard of what he's been up to. So I got to get caught up with what Lenny's doing. I know he's been acting. He's been in the Hunger Games. So quite a busy guy. Something else about Lenny. Let me know if you think I'm out of my mind about this shit. I've always thought this about Lenny Kravitz. Wouldn't he have made an excellent Jimi Hendrix? Wouldn't he? I mean, he's got acting chops. You would think that somebody in Hollywood, all of these brilliant minds in Hollywood, missed the opportunity of casting Lenny Kravitz to play Jimi Hendrix, especially a young Lenny Kravitz. I mean, even though he's 56 now, he can still pull it off, because he's just, he's one of those guys that just doesn't seem to really age. But yeah, back in the day, especially around now, wouldn't that have been a perfect time back in the 90s to cast Lenny to play Jimi Hendrix? Wouldn't that have been really, really cool? Let me know what you think about that, man. I've always had that thought in my mind. I've never mentioned it or shared it to anybody, I don't recall. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think about that. Anyway, hey, man, this is really, really cool. Bayou, thank you very much, man. I appreciate this. And I'm trying to go back in time here, trying to recall if I've ever done a Lenny Kravitz reaction. Forgive me if I have. I've done so many quads, I've done so many different things. It's sometimes it takes a while for me to remember, and sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I did do a reaction that included Lenny Kravitz. So, but I can't think of one at the moment, man. In any case, let's do this. Let's take a closer look at both these gentlemen, man. check out their, well, not their whole bio, but just a little intro of both gents, and go from there. I can't assume that, everyone who's viewing me has been with me for a while, because I'm constantly getting new patrons and subscribers, and a lot of them, I guess since the Beyond Classic Rock platform, have been showing that they're quite young. So I believe, in my mind, the youngest subscriber that I've got is 14 years old. So let's do a little intro of the man, a little intro of John Paul Jones, and then a little background of the song, man. Lenny Kravitz. Leonard Albert Kravitz, born May 26, 1964, is an American singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, record producer, and actor. His style incorporates elements of rock, blues, soul, R&B, funk, jazz, reggae, hard rock, psychedelic, pop, folk, and ballads. Kravitz won the Grammy Award for Best Male Rock Vocal Performance 4 years in a row, from 1999 to 2002, breaking the record for most wins in that category and setting the record for most consecutive wins in one category by a male. He has been nominated for and won other awards, including American Music Awards, MTV Video Music Awards, Radio Music Awards, Brit Awards, and Blockbuster Entertainment Awards. He was also ranked number 93 on VH1's 100 Greatest Artists of Hard Rock. He was made an officer of the Ordre des Arts et des Lettres, LATTRES, in 2011, and has played Cinna in the Hunger Games film series. In his career, Kravitz has sold over 40 million albums worldwide. All right, man. That's a brief look at the man. Let's take a brief look at John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones. John Richard Baldwin, born 3rd of January 1946, better known by his stage name John Paul Jones, is an English musician and record producer who was the bassist and keyboardist for the rock band Led Zeppelin. Prior to forming the band with Jimmy Page in '68, he was a session musician and arranger. After the death of drummer John Bonham in 1980, Led Zeppelin disbanded and Jones developed a solo career. He has collaborated with musicians across a variety of genres, including Josh Homme and Dave Grohl, it just got cut off there. Anyway, let's get to the next sentence then. During his time as a session player, Jones often crossed paths with guitarist Jimmy Page, a fellow session veteran. In June of '66, Page joined the Yardbirds, and in '67, Jones contributed to that band's Little Games album. In '67, so it wouldn't have been their first album, because Page joined them a little bit later. I wonder which album this is. The following winter, during the sessions for Donovan's The Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Jones expressed to Page a desire to be part of any project the guitarist might be planning. Later that year, the Yardbirds disbanded, leaving Page and bassist Chris Drea to complete previously booked Yardbirds dates in Scandinavia. Before a new band could be assembled, Drea left to take up photography. Jones, at the suggestion of his wife, asked Page about the vacant position, and the guitarist eagerly invited Jones to collaborate. Page later explained, quote, "I was working at the sessions for Donovan's Hurdy-Gurdy Man, and John Paul Jones was looking after the musical arrangements. During a break, he asked me if I could use a bass player in the new group I was forming. He had a proper musical training, and he had quite brilliant ideas. I jumped at the chance of getting him." Vocalist Robert Plant and drummer John Bonham joined the two to form a quartet, initially dubbed the New Yardbirds for the Scandinavian dates. The band soon became known as Led Zeppelin. Alright, so that is a look at John Paul Jones. Let's take a look at this great song that they perform, man. Are You Gonna Go My Way? Are You Gonna Go My Way is the first single to be released by Lenny Kravitz from the album Are You Gonna Go My Way, released in '93. It was written by Kravitz and Craig Ross. The single has been covered by numerous artists such as Metallica in medley for MTV's hits at the 2003 MTV Music Awards, Tom Jones for the Jerky Boys OST, Robbie Williams on Jones's 1999 album Reload, and Melanie Brown in her solo section, Mel B of the Spice Girls. Serbian hard rock band Cactus Jack recorded a version of their live cover album Disc Cover in 2002. A remix version is played as the opening theme song in Gran Turismo 3. Adam Lambert covered the song in November of 2012 in his Swing Through South Africa. Critical reception. AllMusic editor Stephen Thomas Erlewine described the song as roaring in his review of Are You Gonna Go My Way. Rolf Edmund Lund from Norwegian newspaper Altaposten stated that it's really good, sharp guitars and a vocal that really shakes the material. American magazine Billboard said it's Kravitz's hardest and fastest to date. Tony Harris from the Corsair called it a throwaway hit single. David Brown from Entertainment Weekly wrote that it opens with a blast of phase shifter electric guitar that could be lifted directly off of Jimi Hendrix or the Isley Brothers album. Hey, Jimi Hendrix, you see? And the lyrics are prime Kravitz. Dave Sholin from Gavin Report described it as 90s rock, adding that it doesn't get much better than this. Music and Media commented, a special warning before you fasten your headphones. Kravitz cracks your nuts with his hardest rocking single to date, a delicious earache. Okay, let's stop there, man. There's a tremendous amount of input from critics here, all looking good, all praise. So yeah, we get the point. Good song. Music video. A music video was shot to accompany the song, directed by American filmmaker Mark Romerick. It consists of Kravitz and his band playing surrounded by people dancing. Above the band and the dancers, there was a chandelier of 983 cylindrical incandescent light bulbs that were brightened and dimmed to create patterns of light. I remember that video. Awards. The success of the song and the music video led to Kravitz being nominated for and winning several of these awards, and this is the list. Grammy Award for Best Rock Vocal Performance, Best Rock Vocal Performance Solo, Grammy Award for Best Rock Song, MTV Video Music Award for Best Art Direction, and MTV Video Award for Best Male Artist. Alright, man. So, that is the background of the two men and this excellent song. So Bayou, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That was a really nice little treat. Great idea to see John Paul Jones put his talent out there and his notoriety out there. You know, excellent idea. Great collaboration. You know, I'm sure that he can do a circuit. You know, kind of like with Jimmy Page working with the Black Crowes. And I know Jimmy has worked with other people too. Coverdale Page. Oh yes, and he was in the Firm with Paul Rogers. So yeah, John Paul Jones easily could do, you know, the same thing. Good idea, you know, and, you know, both Page and Jones are still healthy enough, youthful enough to go on the road and tour a little bit. I don't believe that Jimmy has back issues anymore as back in the day with when he was touring. I believe he had to cut a concert short because he had back issues. I think that those are, was that before the O2 concert or was that after? I believe it was before the O2 concert. So he's very healthy now. Speaking of the O2 concert, I'm getting to that in December, between the 15th and the 30th of December. I'll be taking a couple of weeks off of work. So as soon as I get my ass some leave from work, that's what I'll be hitting, man. Let me tell you, I'm looking forward to that shit. But besides that, though, I made a promise. More importantly, I don't break my promises. So that's what I'm going to be doing at the end of this year. Anyway, man, hey, this was great. Bayou, thank you again. Fantastic way to kick off my day. So you guys have yourselves a good one. Hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed the hell out of this, man. You see my dilemma there between where does it fit, the classic, or should I put it on the Beyond platform? So hell, it's just going to go up on both, man. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a good one. Take care. Peace out.